Hey there, YouTube. It is Chris and Carly back with another video, and oh, happy day! We've got some really cool stuff to share here. So, if you saw our last video, you know that that was kind of our introduction video. Why we decided to do this idea of keeping and raising up ball pythons. And this last weekend, we went to a show, and what did we get?
2 sneakies.
We got 2, right? So we went in knowing that we were going to get a snake. Didn't necessarily know we were going to get 2. Mom was a little surprised whenever we came home. She wasn't mad, but a little surprised. She's still kind of getting used to the whole idea of ball pythons. And so I tell you what, without further ado, let's get right into it, because I know that's kind of why everybody is probably tuning into this one anyway. And so what I wanted to do is show you, let me first preface this by saying we are obviously not experts. We said in the first video, this is chronicling our journey, and we are the definition of beginners in this hobby, right? We have done a lot of research, but again, we're by no means experts. And so I wanted to show you, now we had to come, we went to the Arlington National Breeders' Conference, and so that's actually where we got these girls. This is how we transported them, okay? So ultimately what we did is we just went to Petco, got a critter cage. We've got some padding in here, much like if you shipped them. You know, you would have either some newspaper or some kind of, you know, paper towels, whatnot, just ensuring that they can't move around too much.
We used a hand warmer to warm them.
That's right. We had a hand. I'm not sure what happened to it. I probably have thrown it out. But we had a hand warmer. Now, before we get kind of massacred about hand warmers, I understand that is not the preferred means of warming snakes, especially during transport. They actually have packs specifically designed for reptile transport. We did not have access to one, so ultimately what we had done with the hand warmers, I wrapped it in additional paper towels, and we kind of kept it in here just to keep some warm. Now, it probably didn't do a whole lot, because as you can see, the top of this, if you can see that, is completely, you know, vented, which is great. You want ventilation, but this is probably a little bit too much ventilation. Nonetheless, the girls made it home great. We're about to take them out of the bag so you can actually see what we got, right? So without further ado, we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll get this off here. Now, we decided to go with females, okay? We got them actually both from the same breeder, okay? You're about to see what we got actually, right? But we got them both from the same breeder. And actually were 2 that we were very interested in and really liked. So let me help you with that. So Carly is going to pull the first little girl out. This is technically the first snake we ever bought, right? This was the first one that we saw, that we picked out. And all right, I'm going to pull her out of there.
Where are you? There you are.
All right, and here's our first little girl. This is a piebald ball python. Carly had a fun fact last time about ball pythons and why they were called ball pythons. Here is the definition of a ball python, right? They hide their head. You can see this one's completely balled up. She's hiding her head in there, protecting her head from anything that might want to hurt her, okay? This is a piebald, so it is a recessive gene. We'll talk about that in a future video, the difference in your dominant, codominant, and recessive genes, but she is a recessive, meaning both parents had to carry a copy of this gene for her to come out as a visual representation of a recessive. One of the reasons we picked her out, if you look at her, now she may actually get a little bit more dull. Typically ball pythons do as they age. I don't know if you can really pick up, but she's got some really pretty oranges in her saddles there. You know, kind of right in here and right in here, some really nice oranges. And then she's also got a kind of, we're calling it an emoji, this kind of weird kind of face emoji, right? Nothing like maybe you've ever seen. It's definitely not smiling, but it's something. I don't know what it is, right? So, all right, so let's sit back down. I'm going to let you hold her. What did we name that one?
Cutie.
Cutie. So she is cutie-pied. So she, and she is definitely a cute little girl, and we'll do more with her and obviously have updates as she's growing. And so let's get to the second one, because we did buy 2. That was my fault.
That was my fault.
Well, like I said, we didn't necessarily intend on buying 2, but we certainly did. So this one, again, we picked her up. She is, oh, look at you. You are definitely not balled up. This is,
See, you're moving.
looky here. Look at you. You're all right. This is a clown ball python. And as you can see, this is also a recessive gene. So again, both parents had to carry a copy. Oh, look at her. She's wanting to see, hey, who's that? Hi. So this is our clown. She is a female. You can see down one side, she's kind of striped. And down the other side, she's kind of got the more circular pattern. What did we name this one, Carly?
Bubbles.
We named her Bubbles, right? And it's primarily because she's got these, these bubbles going down one side of her. Really, really cool looking snake. I really like the clowns. Carly was in love with the pieds. And so we thought, well, shoot, what better way to start our collection than with a clown and a pied? And again, I don't know if the camera's really doing her justice, but nice dark dorsal striping with really just beautiful side pattern colors there, you know. And she's actually got one of the things I'll show you. I thought this was really funny. If I can get her to hold still here, if you can see that head stamp, if I can get her to hold still, oh, come here. She's actually, it looks like a man yelling. I don't know if you can make that out, but it looks like an angry man yelling. So 2 little eyes and nose and then the big mouth right there. So we thought that was really cute and definitely thought we wanted to bring her home. And so we made the 4-hour trip back down from Arlington to where we live, and these are the 2 girls that we brought home. And so, oh, come here. So what we are going to do now is get these girls set up in their enclosures, in their bins. We will do a separate video on exactly how we set those up, but I want to get them in. They've had a really long day. They're actually from Mike Wilbanks up in Oklahoma City. He brought them. It's about a 4-hour trip from Oklahoma City to the Dallas area, another 4-hour trip from Dallas to where we live. And so these girls have had a really, really long day, so we want to get them in their enclosures, get them nice and happy. Although this one seems like she's doing pretty good. So we've got Bubbles the clown, and we've got Cutie Pied, and we'll be doing some updates along the way, obviously, as these girls grow. One thing, Sophie, will you get me the scale? We wanted to do, one of the things we definitely wanted to do is make sure we got weights on these girls as we brought them home. So this will be kind of the last thing that we do, and then we'll get them put up into their enclosures. So what we have here, and we'll also do a video on kind of the things that you should have if you're going to keep ball pythons. So we're going to turn this on, and we're going to see if Bubbles will stay. No, there we go. It's fine. We'll put it in a minute. Okay, sweetie, sit still for me just for a minute. 92 grams on Bubbles the clown. I want you to put Cutie in there. Cutie's kind of getting a little. She's doing her thing now, isn't she? And Cutie, 97 grams. Perfect. All right, so we got 92 grams for our clown female Bubbles. We've got 97 grams for our Cutie Pied. And we're going to get these girls put up. Again, we thank you for watching. And what do they need to do if they want to continue on this journey with us, Carly?
Subscribe and press the...
Ring the bell, right? And then the last thing, obviously we'll end every video with kind of a fun fact. Last time was about ball pythons and why they're called that. We got a good reason when we pulled Cutie out, right? What's our fun fact for today, Carly?
In their enclosure, they need to have a cool end and a warm end, so they can regulate
their body. Absolutely. And so if you're not aware, ball pythons and all reptile species for the most part are cold-blooded animals, and so they actually have to heat themselves up from the sun, a hot rock, something like that out in the wild. So we have to make sure we provide that in their enclosures. So good fun fact for today. And thanks again, guys. We'll see y'all next time.